According to some surveys/researches, 25% of the world population would like to move to the States if given the chance. But what if I tell you some 5 reasons why Canada is better? Hello everyone, my name is Andrew. I'm originally from Ukraine. I lived 10 years in China and now I'm in Canada. Let's go! So the first reason, and probably the most obvious one, is the immigration. Yes, it's still possible to immigrate to the States. However, the immigration process there is quite lengthy and is very complicated. I know many people who after 10 or 15 years living in the States still didn't get a green card, and each time they prolong their status, they are worried about it. I know one 60-plus-year-old guy who worked 15 years in the States, and when he turned 62, his company just fired him, so he had to go back to his country. Here in Canada, the immigration, while still stressful, costly, and not super fast process, but it's very realistic, it's more straightforward, and pretty much lots of the people can fulfill it. Due to the variety of immigration process here in Canada, there are provincial programs, federal programs, there are many ways how you can get to Canada. The most convenient one is right from the comfort of your home. There's express entry. The other ways are through work and through studying here. So immigration is definitely not an American strong point. However, the strong winds in Newfoundland are not a big advantage of this beautiful place either. Reason number 2 is safety. According to the statistics, Canada has 10 times less violent crimes than the States. Canada is not a gun-free country. Unlike in the States, carrying guns and different firearms are not permitted here. Drug-related crimes, different organized crimes, while still exist here, but much on a lesser scale than down there in the States. Reason number 3 is healthcare. Yes, I know it's not very effective here. There are long queues. If you want to get to the emergency, you would have to wait like 12, 15, sometimes 20 hours. And if you would like to get some scans and tests, it's weeks and sometimes it's even a month. But all in all, it's kind of universal. So you covered mostly with your taxes. However, sometimes you still need to pay for some procedures. And especially don't forget to pay for the parking at the hospital. Number 4 is job opportunities. Some of you might tell me that every year 100,000 Canadians, including new immigrants, move to the States primarily because of jobs. At the same time, here in Canada, if you look carefully, you will still find that it's possible to build here a career, to make a business due to some particular feature of the Canadian culture and lifestyle. The matter is that the Canadians are not very hardworking, unlike their southern neighbors, and they take great delight in their hobbies like fishing, camping, barbecuing, and the main workplace rule is here from 9 to 5 or from 8:30 to 5. That's all. After this, the work is done, you get out and you think about yourself, you watch your favorite TV show, you do the barbecue, you meet your friends, you read a book, you do whatever you want. Taking this into consideration, I know many foreign PhD students who got good scholarships and have quite good chances to build here good careers. At the same time, I know a couple of old immigrants who made here good careers as doctors, as teachers, even as businessmen. It's all because immigrants are ready to work, ready to sacrifice, they're motivated, they're charged with the desire to improve their lives. That's why we come here, right? While local people are complacent, and majority of them are just simply satisfied by having a house, a car, and to work from 8 to 4:30 or from 8:30 to 5. Reason number 5, the last but not the least, did you know that in the States you pay kind of tax for having an American passport? Yes, if you go to work abroad, no matter wherever you go, like United Arab Emirates, China, wherever, you have to legally pay double taxes in the country of your employment and in the States. While in Canada, you pay the tax only if you are considered to be a Canadian tax resident. So if your source of income is in Canada, you pay tax in Canada. If your source of income is somewhere overseas, you pay your taxes just there. There is no double taxation. I remember from a personal experience working in China that the majority of Americans whom I knew, they were employed not legally. they had like not proper working visas, and some of them worked exactly like in the Arabic countries or in China, and they wanted to avoid this double taxation. That's horrible, guys, right? Well, majority of the Canadians whom I knew, they had proper working visa and they had nothing to hide. That's great, I believe, right? I'm not going here to compare the nature in both countries. It's just astounding, right? But at the same time, in Canada, often you can't touch it, right? Like here in Newfoundland, it looks beautiful. Look at those mountains, guys. Just behind me, there is the Atlantic Ocean. But you can't enjoy it. You can't just sit on the chair or just calmly read a book, drink a cup of tea, because it's wind and it's cold. While in the States, there are many places where you can travel, camp, enjoy the nature practically year-round. Okay, guys, I hope this video was interesting and useful for you. I'd ask you to subscribe to my channel and see you in the next video or in Canada.